Welcome to Champion Minded, the podcast for those who aim for excellence, not only in the sports arena, but in life. My name is Allistair, author, speaker, mindset and performance coach, and my goal is to help you unleash your unlimited potential and provide you with the tools to achieve greatness. Are you ready to become champion minded? Then let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Champion Minded. My name is Allistair and thank you so much for joining me this week. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what it means to be champion minded. And I think this is a great show for athletes and players out there, but also for coaches and leaders of teams, because I'm going to be discussing the qualities of what it takes to be champion minded. And as we know, this show is all about excellence in sports and in life, so both those things. So anyway, let's get into it. This week's episode, being champion-minded. The very first thing you'll find about a champion-minded person is that they are accountable. Coaches and leaders look for players and people that are accountable, not just accountable in their sports, not just accountable in their preparation, but accountable in their lifestyles as well. They want to guarantee and they want to know that you're taking care of what we call the other 20 hours, that time away from practice or the sports place or whatever it may be. They don't want to be babysitting you all the time. They don't want to be reminding you all the time to bring equipment and to be on time and to bring the right attitude, for example. That needs to come from you. You need to be accountable to be champion-minded. Next one is being coachable. Are you coachable? Are you opening to learning every single day, no matter how good or skilled or talented you are? Steph Curry, the MVP from the Warriors basketball team, says, I want to learn every day. I want my coach to tell me what I can do better and what I need to work on. And that is a coachable athlete. And every single one of us has that ability to be coachable. Open to listening from feedback from our fellow players or our teammates. Are you coachable in those areas? Are you coming with the mindset of, I want to learn how to get better today. I want to get better today. And part of being coachable is learning how to fail. Learning sometimes even to look stupid in front of others. And that's fine, because that is what it takes to master a skill, is failing. You know, one of the things I tell my athletes is that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. So learn to fail. That is what coachable means. That's what it's all about, is learning to fail and move forward and learn from that. You know, you never lose, you only learn. And that's something important to keep in mind. So come coachable. Next one in being champion-minded is that they are competitive. They are competitive in their practices. They are competitive in their matches. They're competitive in so many areas in their life. They love the challenge and they embrace the struggle. They love the fight. You know, they get more pleasure out of those close, tough matches that they competed so hard than having an easy opponent, for example. You know, it's nice to play an easy match or having an easy opponent, but the champion-minded love a good fight. They love for it to go down to the wire, to fight tooth to tooth. And, you know, are you that type of player? Are you that person that thrives in tough situations? Are you competitive in your practices? You know, something about a team is that if you want to make your team better, you need to challenge your teammates. Not only challenge yourself, but you need to challenge your teammates to make them better, to push them harder. Champion-minded athletes and people make their practices tougher. They don't wait for the coach to tell them to step up their effort. They make that decision themselves. Another thing about champion-minded athletes is that they are confident. They believe in themselves. In episode 1, we spoke about self-belief and the importance of your self-talk. How you talk to yourself is so related to the results that you're going to get in life, not only in sports but in life. Your self-talk needs to be empowering. Stop doubting yourself. Believe in your abilities, no matter what the situation, no matter how bleak the situation looks like. Believe in yourself. Build that confidence through positive self-talk. Confidence also comes from great body language, a great attitude, a great effort. Bring that every day. That's something that your coach and leadership team look for. The next one is that the champion-minded are courageous and they're willing to take risks. And this has something very closely to do with being growth mindseted. You know, with being growth mindseted, that means that you're willing to fail, you're willing to make mistakes in order to improve your mastery and to master a skill. Be courageous in your decisions. Be courageous in times of competitions when the heat is on. These are what separates the really best performers from the rest, is that they're willing to take risks. Obviously calculated risks, but they're willing to step out and be that person. They'd rather finish a competition or a match knowing that they did what they had to do regardless of the result. And that is what the very best of the best do. The champion-minded are disciplined. They have self-control. Again, very closely linked to accountability is that they have set bedtimes. They have set wake-up times. They're disciplined in their lifestyle away from the court or the field or the track or whatever it may be. They're disciplined in their time management. They're disciplined in their nutrition. They're disciplined in all areas of their life. They seek excellence, that champion-minded lifestyle. They're driven. They wake up each day with a desire to be better than the day before. They have a game plan to their day. They have structure. They want to win the day. They want to really make sure that they got the most out of it. And that's something from a personal point of view, that's what drives me. I want to know every day that when I finish the day, when I put my head on the pillow, that I gave it my all, that I did everything I could that day to get better. The champion-minded are grateful, and this is a big one. They understand that playing sport and what they do in their life is a privilege. And they take moments throughout the day to be thankful for the things they have, for their teammates, for the facilities, for the opportunity to play the sport they love, or to do whatever it is that they enjoy to do, or be around friends, or to be busy on projects that inspire them. And they're grateful for this. In fact, something I do each morning is I write down 2 things I'm grateful for that day. And it's just a very, very simple exercise which has helped me on my way as well. The champion-minded are hardworking. They commit to giving effort. The champion-minded don't need to be asked to do the extra. They do the extra because they want to improve themselves. And especially when they're in a team environment, they know that when they improve themselves, they get to improve their teammates and that team environment around them. The champion-minded are organized. This is a big one. They thrive with structure and routine. Again, the small things of packing their bags the night before practice the next day, making sure they wake up with enough time to leave on time to be early at practice or wherever it may be. They're organized in their lifestyles. They make their beds. We spoke about that as well in the champion-minded book about champions make their beds. It's the first act of discipline in the day. And, I've always believed that when you have a messy space, you have a messy mind. It's hard to make decisions around a cluttered room or a cluttered desk or whatever it may be. So, keep things organized, keep things structured, keep things clean, keep things organized. That's one of the important things. The champion-minded are positive. They're able to adapt to challenging circumstances rather than make excuses. They're solution seekers, the champion-minded. They're always looking for the positive in things. They're always staying super optimistic. They're like the Labradors of the dog world. They keep wagging that tail. They keep believing that great things are going to happen. And you know what? Usually great things happen for the champion-minded because they stay optimistic and positive. Being positive is a choice. No one is born negative. No one is born positive. You're born to choose your attitude. And every single day you wake up, you get to choose that attitude. The champion-minded are prepared. They are meticulous in their preparation, knowing it is the root of confidence. And we spoke about in episode 1 of Champion-Minded about self-belief coming from preparation and coming from self-talk, being well prepared. And again, being well prepared doesn't require a skill or a talent. It requires a self-discipline and a commitment to excellence. And, when you achieve that, the results can be astounding. From what you can achieve. The champion-minded are process-minded. They stay in the moment. They're not outcome-minded. They're not thinking about the end result. They find joy in the process. They find joy in the process of the everyday work that needs to be put in. Here's the thing. Everybody thinks that the destination is going to be where the happiness or success is. But here's the thing. The journey is the destination. Where you are right now, what you're doing, whatever it may be, in college, in a club, in an academy, in a sports team, or maybe you're an individual professional athlete, enjoy the process. Enjoy today. Enjoy the practices. If I ask athletes after their career what they regret the most, they usually say, I didn't enjoy the journey enough. I could have enjoyed time around friends and time around practice partners and so on. I always took things so seriously, so enjoy the process. The champion-minded are resilient. They are able to bounce back from setbacks quickly. They don't harbor on hard defeats and mope around the house for a week about a bad loss. They get on with it. Yes, they are incredibly disappointed because they're competitive. They hate to lose. Champions hate to lose more than they love to win. Jimmy Connors said it. But they learn from it. They maybe journal a few things about it, but the next day they wake up, they get back to business. They get out there and they work hard. They learn from their mistakes. The champion-minded are respectful. They respect their opponents, but never fear them. And that's a very important one to remember. You always have a chance whoever you compete against. It doesn't matter. You have a chance. And you have a great chance if you've prepared well and your self-talk is empowering, you have a great attitude, and you're fighting hard. You're doing everything you can to succeed. And the final one in what it means to be champion-minded, they are self-motivated. They have an inner drive and a strong purpose. They don't only have goals, but they have a purpose, a greater purpose for themselves and a greater purpose for their lives. So there you have it, guys. Episode 2 in the bag of what it means to be champion-minded. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, your family, your teammates, coaches, anyone who wants to achieve excellence in their sports and in life. Also, please get on over to iTunes and leave a comment or a review. I'd really appreciate that. And if we want to stay connected on social media, I'm at Twitter at Allistair McCall, Instagram, Be Champion Minded, my website address, allistairmccall.com, and on Facebook, McCall Method. Until next time, stay champion-minded, my friends.